What is up, guys? Rick Cacus here with some more information about the newly unveiled Curse of Osiris Expansion hitting Destiny 2 on December 5th. So let's start broad strokes. A lot of people want to know what is actually contained in this expansion. Yesterday I showcased this image here. This is the official image you will see if you go to purchase the expansion pass on the Destiny the Game website. And we've got this expansion's content listed in bullet point form under features. Explore Mercury and its mysterious infinite forest, so new explorable planetary space. We've got new story missions and adventures, so another cinematic story similar to the original game, new adventures as well, so for lore. Then we've got new themed weapons, armor, and gear to earn, that's a given. We've got new cooperative activities, that is extremely vague. Then we have new competitive multiplayer arenas, new Crucible maps, no problem there. What really is intriguing me is the new cooperative activities, because that's so many different things. Strikes could be this, but it could be something completely new like the Prison of Elders was to Destiny when it was first introduced. It could also be the raid, and that's a big thing. Will this expansion contain a raid? Well, although it's not listed here, over on the official Activision blog, it dives into a little bit more finite details about what is actually contained in that new cooperative activities. So I am going to quote the official Activision blog, and you guys will be super surprised how much more information we have here when compared to that other source. So, Curse of Osiris adds a new chapter to the world of Destiny 2, expanding the universe by adding an all-new cinematic story with new and returning characters, a new destination to explore, Mercury and its infinite forest, a new social space to visit called the Lighthouse, new missions, new strikes, new raid content, new free roam activities, a new world quest to complete, and more. So, wow. So, Lighthouse absolutely confirmed that that is the new social space within this expansion. So they have first thing right off the bat. We've got new strikes and then new raid content. Now, of course, to me, new raid content speaks of a new raid. I don't know why they didn't just word it like a brand new raid, but new raid content most likely means a new raid with a new heroic mode, with new challenge modes. There's a lot of content behind the raid. At least I really hope that's the case, because I am so excited for a brand new raid. I'm definitely more of a PvE guy, and I know those of you who are as well, like, we live and breathe the raids. Now that was kind of that, until today, Eurogamer asked for more clarification. When Bungie said a new raid activity, Eurogamer asked, does that specifically mean a whole new raid? And Bungie just repeated, a new raid activity. Why are they being like this? Why isn't Bungie just going, yes, we are going to have a new raid with this expansion? Maybe there is something more. Maybe it's something raid-esque. Another endgame activity is supposed to fulfill the same purposes an actual raid is supposed to fulfill, but a little bit different. Perhaps this is different enough from Leviathan that Bungie doesn't just want to say, yep, it's another raid, because people will expect kind of Leviathan, but with Vex and different encounters. So we kind of have a mystery on our hands. We're going to have to wait and see how this unfolds. In any event, there's some sort of endgame activity equivalent to a raid or an actual raid coming in this expansion. That much we do know. New free roam activity is very interesting. That could point to something like Archon's Forge or the Court of Oryx, an activity that you can do in addition to the normal patrol mode activities that we've been doing already. A new world quest to complete, that's one of the blue quests like you had to do to get the Mida multi-tool, for example, so we're going to have another one of those, and hopefully there'll be a brand spanking new exotic sitting behind the new one added in Curse of Osiris, and of course we have the obligatory and more. Now, speaking of the Lighthouse, we have some very interesting information about it. So, as it was just told, that is the new social space. We see a picture of the Lighthouse within an official Activision screenshot here. Looks great. However, what about the reef? Yesterday, we all saw the trailer, and this screenshot from it, to me, that just screamed reef. It absolutely did. The same ambiance, we have some of the same design philosophies, all of that stuff, but this actually is the Lighthouse. And that confuses, I'm sure, a lot of you guys as much as it did me originally, because wait a minute, we just showed the lighthouse. Well, we know that the Vex are known for traveling through time, and it appears that they really are taking you to different realities, essentially. Maybe if you fail, you'll be teleported to the mission if you screwed up. Maybe if you let the Cabal take over, and then another mission it will be if you actually succeed, and then another mission will you actually be succeeding. It's very complicated here, but this official Activision screenshot very much shows much more clearly that screenshot we saw from the trailer, and you can very clearly see this is the lighthouse, a ruined and abandoned, a dark version of the lighthouse that we saw earlier. So that is really, really interesting. I assume the social space is going to be the good version, right? You know, potentially it could be the evil version, but either way, we're going to be traveling to both realities of the lighthouse within this expansion, and that is a really cool feature. And that opens up a bunch of different possibilities for just insanely cool missions that we could embark on within the Curse of Osiris. Now, let's talk about that aforementioned brand new raid and take a look at some of the new raid weapons that may be coming from it. This stems from this screenshot here from the trailer. What we're seeing is definitely something pretty special. It's a very unique Vex-inspired weapon. This does not look like your average weapon you find around patrol modes and stuff like that. So, where is this weapon from? Well, considering that the bulk of the enemies you're fighting, in fact, basically all of the enemies you're fighting within the trailer are Vex, and the entire story revolves around Osiris being taken by the Vex, it very much points to the fact that this will be a Vex-focused DLC, and therefore a Vex-focused raid. So when we take a look at very clearly Vex-inspired designed weapons, it makes sense that these would be the raid weapons. Now, of course, that can't be absolutely confirmed as of yet. However, this weapon is part of a set, and although this is really the only one we see in the trailer, we actually find 3 more within the associated Activision Press screenshots. So, this one that we're seeing in the trailer looks to be the auto rifle. We get a much better look at it in the third-person perspective. It does have some pulse rifle vibes, but we have a much more clear pulse rifle coming up later. So this would be the potential raid auto rifle for this upcoming Curse of Osiris raid. Moving on from there, we see the hand cannon. Again, Vex-inspired, has the same design philosophy, the same color scheme even. This is pictured several times with the Sony exclusive screenshots. Now, of course, we're not going to have an exclusive raid weapon to a console, at least I hope not, but this is just where we see the hand cannon pictured several times. Moving on from there, we see several different screenshots of the pulse rifle. Again, this is much more of a clear pulse rifle, and this design does harken back to the Destiny 1 pulse rifles, specifically actually the Vault of Glass pulse rifle design with the Pradius timepiece. That may be a coincidence, or it may be somewhat of a design throwback. I'm not saying they're going to copy the perks exactly, but paying homage to the original Vault of Glass would be something cool. But again, we see that Vex-inspired design. And there are a few more screenshots where we see the scout rifle rear its head. So we've got the auto rifle, hand cannon, the pulse rifle, and the scout rifle. Now tack on one power weapon and we have a normal raid set. Hopefully Bungie will be splitting the raid weapons up between normal and prestige difficulty. Not doing so with Leviathan caused prestige to be just not anywhere near as played when compared to heroic raids in Destiny 1. Now, in addition to that, many of the official screenshots were labeled under Sony. These are going to be the PlayStation exclusives, and all of them took place on Titan, as you're seeing in the background. Now, this is because of a PvP map, so there's going to be an exclusive PS4 Crucible map coming with this expansion taking place on Titan. Interestingly, we didn't see what looked like an exotic weapon in the forefront of these photos like we did when the Borealis was a PlayStation, and well, still is a PlayStation exclusive. So maybe the map is the only thing of note with this expansion that is kind of interesting. Moving on from there, a new piece of information. Eurogamer is reporting the actual levels that will increase with this expansion. According to them, when the Curse of Osiris comes up, Firstly, you will be able to level up to level 25. And in addition to that, you'll be able to get from power level 300 to 330. Yes, both different aspects of the leveling system are being utilized in the Curse of Osiris. I did not expect this. I thought it was going to be just a power level increase, but again, according to them, we get to level up from 20 to 25 and also have a power level increase. How exactly will that work? Will you be getting high power level gear before you reach level 25, or do you have to reach level 25 before you unlock those additional power levels? I have no idea, but at least it'll give all of us something to do. And so guys, that's it for the video. Just want to clarify from yesterday's information dump and also provide additional information as well. I hope you guys enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. Now, if you guys want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That's linked in the description down below, as is my Twitch channel, which you can also follow. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.